Are you an adrenaline-seeking junkie always on the hunt for your next dangerous adventure? Well, here are 10 of the most deadly places on Earth that you can actually visit. Number 1. Tusheti Road, Georgia. Tusheti Road is one of the world's most deadly roads. Being a curvy, narrow, two-way road and located at 5,143 feet above sea level, Tusheti Road is a very dangerous road to cross. The road lies on slopes and goes up to 9,842 feet above the gorges of Tusheti. With no protective barriers alongside the road and just a few thousand feet drop, it is surprisingly still open for people to cross. Yet if you're afraid of heights or big drops, this might not be the place for you. Number 2. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Rio de Janeiro is a lovely place to visit, but like many other countries, there are a lot of criminals. The favelas, or multicolored shantytowns you see on the mountains from downtown, are a source of criminals and pickpockets into the city center. Rio de Janeiro has a prominent crime rate that is directly linked to the favelas, in which criminals use to hide from the authorities. Since there are many narrow paths and twisty roads, it makes it harder for police to catch thieves and easier for thieves to run away and hide. Again, not to generalize, most people are very nice, but you have to keep an eye out. Number 3. Yellowstone National Park, USA. Yellowstone Park is actually located on top of a volcano, and yes, the geysers and lakes are actually exhaust vents for the volcano. You have to be very careful as the volcano can give signs of eruption at any moment, not giving you much time to escape. Unless you can run over 50 kilometers a second, you're likely going to die. Not only can the volcano kill you, but so can the ponds and geysers. They consist of boiling hot water and are made from sulfur. Many people have actually died due to drowning and burns from the water. But believe it or not, there are also bears roaming the forests and bear attacks are quite common. Number 4. Oymyakon, Russia. Oymyakon is a town in Russia notorious for being the coldest inhabited town in the world. The warmest recorded month there was July 2010, which averaged at 18.7 degrees Celsius. During the winter, the temperature averages at around negative 50 degrees Celsius. If you ever do visit during the wintertime, make sure to bring some extra clothes and layers. Number 5. Leptis Magna, Libya. This is a site where you can see several Roman buildings and architecture, but this is a very dangerous place to visit since there is a war going on since 2014. But there is a group of armed civilians guarding the place to make sure that no serious damage is made. If you really want to see some Roman architecture, then a safer place to go is to Rome, unless you're okay with the risk of going into a war zone. Number 6. Door to Hell, Turkmenistan. The Doors to Hell, also known as Darvaza gas crater, is a natural gas field that contains a gas called methane. Methane is a horrible greenhouse gas which severely pollutes the atmosphere, and so to make sure it does not cause the Earth any more problems, they decided to light it on fire. Some estimated that it would take weeks for it to go out, but over 40 years later, it is still burning. If you ever decide to visit this burning hole, make sure you don't fall in. Number 7. Mount Everest, Himalayas. Mount Everest, as you may know, is the world's tallest mountain. Many explorers die yearly trying to reach the summit, and also when returning from the summit. However, most people who attempt the climb and suffer will usually go back down to ground after reaching Base Camp 1 or 2. There are guides with all the groups who can see when someone is struggling or looks as though they can't handle more. So they send them back to try and prevent any deaths. However, they say there have been more than 300 deaths due to avalanches, extreme temperature, falling, and even more. Number 8. Mount Huashan, China. When visiting Mount Huashan, you will have to rent a harness to keep you from falling down a massive 200+ meter drop, and the only floor you have is either a small plank carved in stone or metal rods. You have a harness with 2 hooks so you can disconnect one at a time and not have a higher risk of falling to your death. Yet, some people who don't follow instructions will unhook the 2 at once. You also have a metal chain to hold on to keep your balance. Oh, and did I mention that it's a 2-way system? Not sure if I would like to walk along there. Would you? Number 9. Death Valley, California. Death Valley is a beautiful site in California, yet can be extremely deadly, not only in summer, but also in winter, with the dangerously low temperatures. On summer days, the weather can reach over 60 degrees Celsius. Storms in the mountains can cause floods on the floor of the valley, and it's definitely not a place you really want to go. And last but not least, number 10, Snake Island, Brazil. Queimada Grande, also known as Snake Island, is the home of the golden lancehead, one of the most poisonous vipers on Earth. Its venom is so poisonous that if one bites you, then you will be dead within an hour. Luckily, the only places they live are closed off to people, so you won't have to encounter one on your trips. Oh, and it's capable of melting human skin as well. Snake Island is home to 2,000 to 4,000 snakes. Whilst the island may only be small, the jungles are infested with snakes, making it one of the scariest places you could visit. This video wraps up the 10 most dangerous places you can visit. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like it. Thank you for watching Knock on Knowledge, and we hope to see you again soon.